We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Giants on 1st and 10. Their offense ready to go. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Time running out here on the play clock. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU, was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
And Ingram holds it in. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Murray. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Derek Johnson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one is incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies. Get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
Here's Kevin Huber now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's Murray. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They run with Murray. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Carr to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first
when you have a
down
shitty-ass delay, you can't kick shit, so.
And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Terrell Suggs coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Incomplete. 2 minutes minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Newton. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 3rd and 2, Newton. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Dances by him.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Carr to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw his car. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. A run, it's Murray. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Here's Kevin Huber now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 3 yards to go here on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. The play clock's running down. Now Carr. And Adams has it complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Murray, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play clock winding down. On second down, here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing his Carr on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Final minute now of the third quarter. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing now is Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Carr going to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So good news, Charles. This will not be a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter number 3.
Let the celebration begin, partner. Yeah, it's just a field goal. But the way these defenses ruled the first half, any points are looking pretty good right about now.
Fielded about a yard deep. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 14 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Murray. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. A toss to Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So that'll back them up 5. screen for Murray. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll make it second down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short.
That's how you play a real team. A real good player.
Being intercepted.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
I know what I'm doing. When you play against somebody who knows what they're doing, that's what happens. You quit. Oh well. See you later, loser. I don't lose much anyways. Come on, Notre Dame. You know right now. Next will be... That was a cool game. That was a good game right there. 3-0.